Around here, we don't do the right thing because we have to.
Dad!
We do the right thing because we want to.
Thank you so much.
Our Bella, here for New England, here for good.
I know you're really big on routine. And
Yeah.
About 6 hours was eliminated from your week just from the time change alone. So how did you adjust for that, and how's that adjustment going?
Good. Yeah, I think for me, just making sure I got onto Germany time early in the week and then just bump everything up, make sure I'm getting everything throughout the week, and had a good practice today. So just got to carry that over, get recovery, hydrate, do all the right things, and then we'll be ready for Sunday.
Mac, getting on Germany time, what does that entail?
I mean, I went to bed just really early and just bumped everything up like I talked about, and hopefully that will help us in the long run.
Mac, what with this type of trip, what can it do for the team in terms of bonding and maybe just a good type of distraction?
Sorry. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, what was your question?
What can this trip do in terms of bonding for
Yeah.
you guys leading up to this trip, and how much of a good distraction can it be?
Yeah, I think biggest thing is it is a good team bonding experience, and to be in another country and spread the game of football and do it together is very important. We have a lot of good guys on this team, a lot of veteran players, and a lot of young players too. So it's a great experience for everybody, and we all know what we came here to do, and that's the focus and do our job and win the game. So it's football at the end of the day. I always say that's 100 yards, 53 and a third wide. So the field stays the same. We're just in a different location.
Fourth row, far left.
Hi, Mac. How
Hello.
are you? The offensive line is improving week by week. How do you feel inside the pocket now?
Good. Yeah, it's a great point. They're doing a good job up there, and I need to sit in there and go through my reads and execute the offense. So they've done a great job in recent weeks, and they're improving every week, and along with the skill players and the receivers and tight ends and running backs. So we're all in it together. It takes 11 people, and it's very important as a quarterback to make sure that we're all on the same page. Yeah, thank you.
Here, Max, since it's the first game for you overseas,
Yeah.
I guess, did you talk to veteran players how they dealt with all the travel logistics?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously you talk with people and see what they did, and obviously the Patriots have played, in London and things like that. And I think it's important to take the information and, like I talked about earlier, focus on, doing your part, doing your job, sticking to your routine as best you can, and just being ready to go on Sunday when the game comes.
Mac, just speaking of team bonding for a trip like this, obviously there's a lot of downtime. Do you have anything special planned with other offensive players or anything as a team leader in the next few days?
Yeah, I think biggest thing, like we said, we had a good practice today, so it starts there. Long flight, good practice, and then really just staying up, just making sure that we stay on, as I say, German time, and try and stay to our routine. And yeah, if we have time for that, I'm sure we'll do something, but I'm not planning to do anything crazy. We're trying to win a football game.
On the camera platform in the back.
Mike, hi. Welcome to Frankfurt. Your offense seems to struggle this year. How would you rate your own personal performance in this season so far?
Yeah, I try to look at it each week and focus on the game plan for the week. And it's a really tough business, right? It's the NFL. There's a lot of good defense out there, and for us, we got to make sure we know what the game plan is for this week, and that's focusing on where we are. Where we got to be where our feet are is what I always say. Focus on is it a pass, is it a run? What's my job? How can I do it really well? And then make sure that everyone around us is communicating up front with the receivers. It takes all 11, so that's very important, and I feel like we've actually made progress there. We just need to finish these games.
Mac, a quick one first. We had a laughing, smiling, almost giddy Bill here with us this morning.
Nice.
Have you seen any of that in your own time since you guys landed?
Yeah, a little bit. I think he's definitely happy to be here and sounds like he was having a good time with you guys. So we're all excited to be here, and it's a very unique experience for the game of football and for Germany and the United States and everybody. So it's really cool.
We hear from you and a lot of guys that, the ultimate joy is in the winning, which obviously we'll have to wait until Sunday when you guys play.
Yeah.
But will you allow yourself any kind of joy in the next couple of days just with this experience, understanding it's a rare and unique opportunity being here in Germany?
Yeah, absolutely. I told the guys, like, who would have thought, right, when you're little that you'd be playing in a game internationally in the NFL, right? It's pretty cool. So really just, like I say, be where your feet are. Try not to focus on anything else besides, playing the game that we've played since we were little. So that is very important, and we're looking forward to, putting on a good show.
Hello, nice to see that the mood from Belichick and you are so nice.
Yeah, thanks.
So the question is, do you think a win this week and also with the bye week can be a reset for the team to recover the situation? What do you think?
Absolutely, yeah. I think I always talk about, like, try not to focus on the results, but there can be great momentum in this game, and it's a momentum game within each game and within game to game. So I'm very looking forward to going out there and competing and trying to, get a win on the board and, like you said, get into the bye week and focus on building momentum.
Hey, Mac, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. I've heard the word struggle mentioned, but you spoke about execution. I think it's worth highlighting that you're actually 10th among quarterbacks in passes completed over 20 yards. I think, well, you can give your own assessment as well, but at 2-7, obviously, people look at that. But I think there's obviously been a lot of injuries on the O-line and with receivers.
Yeah.
Getting a bit healthier now, how do you look at the second half of the season? And is there a point where you're like, right, we're getting healthier now, maybe I can air it out some more? And, how do you sort of assess these remaining games?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think, like you said, it's every week is a different game plan, and there's different people playing sometimes because of injury, and that's every team. And the biggest thing is how can I execute the game plan? And I always say, like, take what the defense gives. So if they give you that, the deeper throw, then take it. If you got time, then you got to take it, and I can do a better job with that. But at the same time, you can't force, right? You can't press or do anything like that. You got to read the play for what it is based on that play. So yeah, that's a great question, and I think there's offenses around the league that you see that do that a lot, and some of them are more, run the ball and do this and that. So it just depends on the day and game plan and team, really.
Do you feel that your deep passing has developed more this season? Because obviously different coordinators now going from Josh to Bill.
Yeah.
But obviously I feel like last season maybe there was some frustration amongst fans. You'd have ISO screen and then see where we're at on third down. Do you feel that maybe this year, you've developed and that confidence is there? So like you said, if you see a read downfield, you can say, right, I'm more capable of making that throw.
Yeah, it sounds like you got an offensive coordinator in your future. ISO draws, I love it. But yeah, for that question, I think, like I say, each year is different, and I actually threw the ball, pretty good last year deep, statistically, and there's some things that were good there, but I want to do that every year, and I like throwing the ball deep. I did it in college a lot, and I had a lot of success, so I mean, it's definitely in my blood, and I want to do that, so got to improve there and make it work.
Maybe we'll call plays together sometime in the future.
Heck yeah, sounds good.
Hi.
Oh, hey,
Hi.
sorry.
Your job brings so much pressure with it, and especially like losing is really hard.
Yeah.
Do you use any kind of help, like a mental coach or something? Because I know other quarterbacks search for help.
Yeah. I have a few people that I've trusted, since I've been little, and have worked with them. And at the end of the day, it's all about trust and communication. And yeah, that's a great point. There's a lot of people see a lot of the good, but there's also things that are not so good, and it's hard when you're under a magnifying glass all the time. And there's a lot of things I've improved on, and there's a lot of things I need to continue to work on. So definitely have great people in my circle, and I have a lot of trust in those people. And I think a lot of elite athletes do that, right, around the world, and make sure that their mental game is good too.
Last question, we'll see in the front row. Hi, Mike. Welcome to Germany.
Yes, thank you.
How many impact have
I like your shirt.
Love? You love it? Yeah?
That's nice.
Okay, thank you. How many impact in your last 3 years have veterans like Slade?
Yeah, I mean, he's been great. Slater's awesome. Learned a lot from him, how to work how to be consistent. He's probably the most consistent person I've ever seen, and David and Bentley and Judon and all those guys. So I've learned so much from each guy and learned different things, and really try to apply them as best I can while staying myself. And but yeah, that's a great point. There's great leaders on this team who have won a lot of football games, and we also have a lot of young guys. So trying to, take their example and spread that is very important. Yeah, cool. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.